returned inside the spot. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So the Indiana Hoosiers offense will go on the attack first. Leaves it with the running back. Finding an escape route.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. He's got a head of steam. Well, he is hard to bring down.
Looking downfield on first down. Pulls it in. It's more. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. And the Hoosiers have their whole playbook open here on second and inches. They'll get him stopped at the 45, but it's a big 15-yard pickup and a first down. Lost a throw on first down. Got his man. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged, but when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline.
There he goes! Those pads. Face the band, might as well start playing.
You're the better team. You're playing at home. That's the way you start a football game. Put the drive together, getting 6 on the board, taking the lead. Nice start by this offense.
And the extra point splits the uprights. He'll bring it out. It's Durant. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Cougars offense will take the field for the first time. They're going to have to contend with a group of linebackers, Jesse, who wreak havoc all over the field.
Well, they say speed kills in college football. I think that's what makes this position group so special. It's really hard to get the ball to the perimeter because of these linebackers and your sideline-to-sideline speed. But, David, in passing situations, they can also blitz and get after your quarterback. What's this offense going to do?
Well, remember in our day, man, like you had hammers, right? They were just big physical guys. Now you've seen the positions switch. The bodies look different. They look more like safeties. And you're right, speed, sideline to sideline, blitzing, so much versatility. Good luck.
Back to pass on second down. Takes the easy one to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Wants to throw again. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The lost yardage leaves him with second and 11. Off the play fake. Under fire. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. Using the quick game. At the 40, there we go. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22. BYU lines up quickly.
And that's the beauty of this offense and this playmaker at wide receiver. Throw the ball short, but what he does after the catch, he's just got so much speed, so dynamic with the football. And this is why they get it to him short, because he can take it to the house or make a big play on any reception.
Didn't get a time to return, but they got it inside the 20 at the Indiana sends the offense onto the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown. Finally corralled the number 4. He picks up the first down. The Hoosiers come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. With the catch, it's Smith. Still running up for 40.
Oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Running back searching for a hole. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Off play action. Takes a shot as he lets it go. And the DB forcing the incomplete pass with the deflection. They couldn't connect on 2nd down. Now staring at a 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. That's it, fly. Wide open downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. And the Cougars come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The give to the back. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. Back has it. They make the stop, but not before the chains move and the Wildcat formation pays off. BYU has this offense clicking. Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the tight end. Got it in the middle. It's Anger. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. Last completion got them a first down. Let's see what they do now. Wants to go up top on first down. Tosses it incomplete. So now it's 2nd and long.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have a chance to be complete.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. He's going to try to punch one through from 45 yards away. Absolutely perfect. Now the lead is down to 11. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Kansas State has just had no answer to the ferocious tail kicking they're taking today. And if you thought this coach was colorful before, wait till his postgame. They're trailing by 14 to Illinois. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
And how about that one? Definitely keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. To the air on first down. Looking deep. Got a man in the middle. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch,
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
All right, guys, let's chat about BYU. It's not the end of the world. This is not one of those be-all, end-all games that we used to have in a different era. But certainly for the winner, clear shot at a conference title and perhaps a spot in the college football playoff and a bye.
I love it. It's a great show-me week. A lot of adrenaline, a lot of emotion. Like both these squads are really, really good football teams in really good positions in their conference. But, Jesse, after today, there can only be one at one.
They're the best in conference play. Nobody's beat them yet, and they believe they're the man in the conference. So we're going to learn a lot. By the time this game is over, who is the best in conference play?
Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. They've been nothing short of spectacular so far. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns, and they'll try to make it 4 for 4. Oh, he's got some space. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Gets the first down and more. And he's brought down after a nice gain. It's first and 10 from the 44-yard line.
And that's another productive run. This offense has had a bunch of them today, and the running back, I think this lead was built on this. We've done a great job all game long setting the tone, and I think that's why this offense has been successful.
And the Hoosiers getting set on first and 10. The give to the tailback. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Looking to fire. Caught near the sticks. It's Morris. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. The Hoosiers trying to cash it in on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
You know, defensively, you live by the blitz and you die by the blitz. That time, they dialed it up into the run play, and the linebacker able to make a nice tackle.
The run up the middle, trying to steamroll its way in. Touchdown! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got
Turning it on! And he's brought down after a huge completion. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a first and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. Second down, they'll go to the air. Right down the middle. He got a hand in there and knocks it away incomplete. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves them with a 3rd and 6. On the move, he fires. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover.
As a quarterback, you've got to give your receiver an opportunity to make the play. You've got to put the ball on his body. And that throw gets away a little bit from the QB, and that leads to the tip and the interception.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Hoosiers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Got his man quickly. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. They'll put in play from the 41 on first down. Wants to throw on first down. Here's the heat. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. The Hoosiers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
And finally, this quarterback looks human for one play. He has been lights out up to this point. Very accurate, making good decisions in a beautiful rhythm. Finally throws his first incompletion of the game.
And that's the problem as an offense, man. You get in these third and forever situations, and now the defense drops back, and they take away all the deep stuff, and you're trying to find some space, but it's just so hard to try to convert those third and
They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Quarterback on the keeper. There he goes. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Looking to throw on first down. Grabs it in the middle. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game. Now on second down. Back in motion. Try to clear the picture. Going to swing it on second down. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Trying play action. Complete in the middle. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29. A first down for the offense. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Fires to the tight end. He's out of bounds at the 26-yard line. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to pass. Fears the pressure. And it slips through his fingers. Incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Sends it back in motion. He wants to throw it again. Rush coming in high, and they got him at the 29. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Dead center perfect. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence that I can trust this guy.
They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Wants to go up top on first down. With the catch, it's Smith. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45. And the Hoosiers come to the line in the hurry-up. And off from the shotgun.
This defense obviously knows they've got to be able to stop the run if they're going to win this football game. And you wonder if they've been able to make some tweaks and adjustments to try and take this running back away.
Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. He's got his man. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Soft spot in the middle. Inside the 30, down to the 29. Time is running short here in the first half. To the air on first down. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Takes it the other way.
Defensive back going up and getting the interception. Nice job breaking on the football. You say that's why you play defense, because you don't have hands? Yeah.
Buys a little time. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Cougars with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Looking downfield, and time is running short. And the quarterback will take a sack back to the 36. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. Fires on the move. Working the middle. They'll use a timeout this field goal unit has been getting the job done. They've already made a couple here today. Never a doubt.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job. As they put a stop to that return at the 22. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Looking to throw on first down. Going to try to pop one on the screen. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. The Hoosiers will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And he's coming out of the end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Stop him at the 16. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive. Like this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look at the other side of the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, and get ready to come back in this game.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. BYU will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. The run to the left. Fighting off the defender. And there they go again. Another huge gain on the ground.
Yeah, another good run. I feel like we could put that on the wall, Jesse. Just another good run. Another good run. Another good run. Over 150 yards on the day. He's been the complete package, showing off all of his skills.
Out of bounds, right at the 20-yard line. Edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on the score. Just on the edge of the red zone. First and 10 from the 21. Tough, determined run gets it down to the 12. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll go to the air on second and short. Catch in the middle. It's Morris. He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense. First and goal from the 7. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. And the pummeling has started.
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming into this season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Durant. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had him, hoping for better fortune this time around. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Nudges ahead for one out to the 16. Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete. Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. Hauls it in a little over space. And the returner runs out. They've got it first and 10 at the 50. Looking downfield on first down. Finds his man. It's Smith.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time he throws it.
Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Here's his offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Gets rid of it. And his throw is incomplete.
Really good job by the defense understanding the quarterback got outside the pocket. Now I got to understand where he's at. Now the middle of the field starts to come towards where he's scrambling. The other side of the field comes to the middle of the field. Great job by the defense understanding the quarterback was pressed outside the pocket.
Coming to the line, looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 29. Finds the tight end. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. Quickly complete. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? They're going to throw it to start the drive. Stands in and takes the hit. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Rides the back and leads it. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He hurls one deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. BYU will bring the punt team on the field. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. And the returner will be brought down. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. Looking to throw on 1st down. They're setting up the screen. Out across the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. From the gun, the ground game. He stopped at the 39 after gaining 10. And the Hoosiers have it with a 1st and 10. He wants to change this route. They'll ride the hot hand. Stop behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy. The Hoosiers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Seems it complete to the right. Jumped on top of the pile. And he just continues to put up numbers, and that number is now over 300.
This guy just throws completions, man. The ball doesn't seem to touch the ground. He's back there. He's making the right reads. Right now, he is locked in with this defense.
Ball marked at the 26. It's 1st and 10. From the gun. Give on the inside. He's going for the goal line. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Hoosiers trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Hoosiers! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Man, this defense has their hands full. They're dealing with a quarterback that is pinpoint accurate, making the decisions, and they're dealing with a wide receiver group that has a lot of speed and some burners on the perimeter. They might want to think about playing some more zone coverage moving forward. That's now 3 passing TDs they've allowed.
And the coverage team gets to return her on the ground. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. To the air on first down. Fires to the big fella. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Backed up now. Here's second and long. Looking to fire. Caught close to the marker. It's Malone. Building momentum. Picking up a chunk of yardage. Moving the chains out to the 34. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. So first down will open up the final period. Looking to throw on first down. Unleashes one. Complete to the left. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw again. Complete to the right. They make the tackle at the 36, but they're in plus territory now with the 15-yard pickup. Looking downfield on first down. Gets it out fast. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. Wide receiver comes in motion. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Came through like a shot, knocking down for a loss of 5. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And that is interception number 3 on the day.
I love this defense understanding the situation of football. Quarter, getting your nickel packages. You know the pass is coming, and the execution was great.
Yeah, they thrive on takeaways, and they love to get into games late with the lead because one of the strengths of their entire team is their secondary, and you saw it there in nickel.
He's loose. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch. They used the jump play to cross midfield, and they've got it first and 10 just outside the 40. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Right on the right. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. New set of downs after the completion. Lost a throw on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. They're dealing with a second and long. The play action fake. He's got him this time. He's run out of bounds after the big game, and they are in business first and goal. And on that last play, he's now over 400 yards passing.
Well, Reese, if you're going to throw for over 400 bills, you got to spread the heat.
Moving toward the end zone. Defense has it. They're on the move. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. Past the 10. Touchdown. How about this defense taking one back to the house?
And that's the kind of play that can win you the game. You're on defense. It looks like the opponent's just going to run it in for an easy touchdown. But you create the takeaway, you scoop and score. It's a game-changing play. It's a momentum-changing play. And you can see on the sideline right now, they are completely by that defensive score.
Indiana sends the offense onto the field. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Got him, and nobody's close. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And in this offense, you know, as a quarterback, you're going to get opportunities to put up some pretty big numbers. You've been impressed watching this guy play early this year. With that last pass completion, he's now already over 2,000 yards on the season.
They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. This this offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Trying to set up the screen. Breaks into the open. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains and the screen pass is effective. The Hoosiers come to the line with a new set of downs. They march to the red zone, and here they go. Gets it out quickly. And he'll step out of bounds just short the goal line. Almost a touchdown, but not in there yet. First and goal for the offense. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end. Touchdown, Indiana! They build this fourth quarter lead, and they are just minutes away from going 5-0.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. From the gun, to give, looking for room. That'll be a gain of 5 out to the 27. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Cougars come to the line needing just inches for the first down. He'll keep it on the sneak. Offense has it at the 28 on first down. Now they're going to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down. This BYU offense set up with another first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Wants to go up top. Fires to the right. Makes a connection. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40. Wants to throw again. It's on target and complete. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Gets the back moving. Wants to fire on 2nd down. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. They couldn't make the connection on 2nd down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure coming. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense trying to take it back. Everything's bouncing and jiggling and rolling, and it's going forward, and he's loose. Touchdown, Hoosier. The defense takes matters into its own hands. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Kansas State has just had no answer to the ferocious tail kicking they're taking today. And if you thought this coach was colorful before, wait till his postgame. They're trailing by 39 to Illinois. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. He had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. Looking to throw on first down. And they won't make the connection going for the big play. So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. This one's complete. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. Wants to go up top on first down. Quickly to the tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Floats it out in space. He gets a little bit of work done. He goes out of bounds at the 42. And the Cougars 3rd and inches. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. To the air on first down. Makes the grab.
And listen, the defense playing really conservative, right? You got the lead, but here's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get sacks. I got to get to the quarterback. Like, I got to make sure I'm getting him, knocking him off his spot. Padding my stats, by the way. I got a lot of sacks late in games, and we had a big lead, but that's okay. That's what you're supposed to do. Keep competing, defense.
The Cougars pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. A shot for the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Nice pickup on the return, but and now they're in business. Offense will use a timeout. 19 seconds left in the game. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking to throw on first down. Might be looking to run. Grabbed in the middle. It's Roberts. And the Hoosiers want to move quickly. Timeout is called and the clock is down to 8. Here comes the offense on second down. Wants to go up top. The pass is incomplete and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know a lot's went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here